Welcome to Scrapped episode 8. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is going to be a 2-page layout, and I'm going to use those papers like that. And I'm going to use this fun paper right here. And then I'll be using some of the sticker sheet and cardstock that is in the paper kit. Here's the sticker sheet. This is my one actually from the workshop kit, but I'm going to just go with it since it's the same. And I am going to pull that out from the workshop kit as well because I love that little saying. Here's my pictures. I've got my handsome husband, and you can see my head. These are some more pictures from the Sequoia National Forest, which we visited just a few weeks ago. And if you can see, I have tons and tons of photos. So I'm going to use some flip-flops. And I've got some cardstock pre-cut to put inside there. Because I print my pictures at home with my Canon selfie, they don't exactly print out to be 4x6. So I'm going to use 4 flip-flops, which is kind of a lot, but I just don't want to leave out any of these pictures. So 3 vertical ones and 1 horizontal. So I'm going to set them aside. I am going to trim down my pictures to make them all the same size so that there's a little bit of border. And then I'm going to get the rest of my papers cut. I just love that little thing. We love to go to national parks and to be outside and hike and stuff. And so this is our happy place. I think I need to mount that on something. So let me do a little bit more prep work, and I will come back to you on the flip side. This stamp set, I really want to use this. This is also available still, and it has coordinating dies, which I'm kicking myself that I didn't get, but then again, I don't know. I wanted to use this Better Together stamp, but that's the actual size of it, and I just didn't feel like it was as big enough. Let me pull it off. Let me make a lot of noise and pull it off. Oh, it is a little bigger than what the shows, but I still didn't feel like that was as big of a title as I wanted. So, but I love the phrase, so I'm copying that. And I'm going to use some of the other stamps in here. Show you in a bit. Stop being noisy with that. So I've got the stamps that I'm using. Those are little splatter images. And then I have this image that says so much joy. And I'm going to stamp it on this little die cut, kind of a circly, florally circle shape, scalloped circle. That would be the correct way to say it, correct term. Okay, so I'm just going to start stamping right now. And I need to have some definition between the scallop circle and that was too close. I couldn't see where the edge was because I kind of want to try to stamp it centered. Good enough. And so I'm going to set the ink up there out of the way. So here's this. These 2 are the die cuts. I tried to de-stickify these, but these 3 items are the die cuts that I'm using. And then let me show you the stickers that I've picked out. I'm just going to set those right there. This is one of the stickers. This is a sticker. I've got 2 phrase stickers, Story of Today and Nothing But Smiles. My husband has the best smile. There's another little floral sticker and a heart sticker. And so there I'm just doing pops of white and this pretty peacock to help embellish. Now I wanted to show you what I'm using for the title. So I told you that I may have said, sometimes I say things in my mind. This is the mini alphabet dies. And what I did was die cut it 3 times, and I put, this is the same cardstock. I actually took some that I gutted out of the center, do this. I put double-sided adhesive strips on the back, and then I put some washi tape to hold that in there. So then I laid them here, and I took my take your pick tool and I pulled up each letter, and then I stuck it down, and so I've got the letters better with this alphabet. So I'm going to set that aside. And then I did the same thing with this, only with these letters. These are the alphabet Alamo dies. These are not one big die, so I could pick out the letters, and I've got together. And so I just put them all in, and with one set, I could do all of them, even though there was 2 T's and 2 E's. And so I did the same thing. I die cut it 3 times with the self-adhesive sheets on the back. Makes it great, makes it a quick sticker. And then I transferred them, layered them up so that they would be a little bit dimensional. So there's that. Now, oh, let's see, here's one other sticker. This is the one that I cut off the thing. And I'm just going to tuck it right up there for now. I might move it to the side or whenever. I thought that was perfect to go up there. These are some pressed floral motifs that are new in our annual catalog or online exclusives. I can't remember which, but I love them. I will be adding some of them on. And let's get to putting our pictures down. I rearranged the order of pictures because I didn't like the way this bright, those two, the bright colors didn't just go with my color scheme. But I love these pictures and I wanted them, so I put those in the back and I put these in the front. And that kind of goes more with the color scheme of this workshop kit. Magic of television, and look, I've got all the pictures stuck down, and I've got these ones that I'm going to put in flip-flaps in there. I did stick the ones to the back of the other so that it's the right way when the flap is flipped up, and I will adhere these to the top of my sheet protector so that when people are flipping through, they don't have to pull the page out. Now I want to go ahead and work on all of this embellishment. So I want this thing, nothing but smiles, because my husband has the best smile. I may have already said that, but I'm not going to ever go back on it. It's one of the things that drew me to him, is how he just is happy and smiles. I want to put this story of today up here, and I need to figure out my title, so I better get going on that. And it's going to be better together all the way across. So I think I'm going to start going backwards. I'm going to set these aside so they're not in the way, and I'm just going to start going backwards. And because these are self-adhesive, just get the thing and pull off that backer sheet, and I'm going to start going across. So I'm going to have my stamp set here so that I do not spell it incorrectly, because that would be the way I would go. And you know, this is also another struggle situation where we might have to have some more television magic. I like television magic. And we're going backwards still. There we go. And this one, I think I'm going to bring it up a little bit. A little bit of space. Okay, might have to do a little bit of okay, I like that, I think I might, in a minute, kind of squish that, but I don't know. I kind of like the way it is. Okay, this down here, I want to elevate some of these with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, I'm shaking the whole party. These are minis because that's what I could grab easily. And I think I just want it like this. So the reason I've used all of these, if I have these sayings, if I haven't said it already, was I got another piece of thread or twine there, is because we love being outdoors. It's one of our happy places. And so that's why I'm doing that. And better together, because I just think, put a little heart there. My husband and I, we're better together. And we're also better when we're in nature, better together in nature. Nature makes everything better together, in my opinion. Okay, I just remembered I was going to do something. And I need to move this T over here a little bit closer, but I'm not going to stick it, the top part down, because what I want to do is I got this piece of linen thread here. It's just like a natural twine. I'm going to tie it a little bow because I can. So I'm going to stick that down, and now I'm going to tie a little bow. You know what? I might just tie a knot because I think that's kind of fun. So my areas of embellishment are going to be up here by the title. This spot right here. And now let me move that stamp set since I've done spelling. I don't need to worry about that. And I'm going to move these flip flaps out of the way and save them for later. We're going to move over to this side. And I want my last embellishment cluster to be down here. Even though I have this little bit up here, this is going to be the main area. So these stickers are ones I used the Linda's technique. If you watched her video a few weeks ago of how she de-stickifies the things, and that lets me move them around to where I like it. So I'm going to put that right there. So, and then nothing but smiles. I think I'm going to kind of, should I put it up there? I don't know, because I've got words and everything. I think I'm going to slide it over here so that it will still be in that same area, but just won't have to compete so much. And I'm going to put it down a little bit so when the flip flaps on, it will still be visible. Okay, I've got this last little sticker here. I'm going to put some dimensionals on it. I like a little dimension. These are minis. So if you know me, I like a lot of dimensionals. And that was just the backer sheet. That was not the dimensional. Okay, peeling the backers off really quick. Okay, I'm going to kind of, where all of those overlap, I'm going to put that there. Now, we've got these little splatter stamps, and I want to put a few of these around in these clusters. And I'm just going to stamp a little bit, and I think I'm going to go up here. No, I'm not going to, because that's not really one of my main clusters, and I don't want to. Gotta be careful. Okay, I'm mostly just stamping on the lighter background. Now I've got this cluster too. This is a little bigger. And I think I'm gonna little bigger dots. Put one of those in each area. And I think I'm gonna put, now, do I like that? I think I do. I think that's good enough for stamping. I'm going to close this up so I don't get any more ink on things that it doesn't belong on. I'm going to stick these back here. I like that. And then I'm going to add some of these great little floral motifs. Now I dropped them on the ground, so they kind of slid around, but that doesn't bother me none. And there's two different sizes on these. I think I'm going to be using mostly the bigger size. And I try to, whenever I put embellishments on in a cluster or in any project, I try to make sure that they are at different varying heights and height would be this way, what would be this way, vertical things, so that I don't have, so like this, I got some coming across there. I don't want to put, I think I'm just going to put one there. And up here, I'm going to put a couple more. Okay, I like that. Oh, I was going to put a small one. Perfect. So this is my layout. And when I put my journaling, I'm going to have some on the back of this. And then this will go here. I'm going to have some journaling on the back of there and back of here. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that there were things that you might have learned or things that I learned. And I hope that y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching Scrapped, episode 8. Have a great day. Okay, friends, I just had to come back and share a little bit of I had to add a little bit more because sometimes just there's too much, just not enough. So let me go with this second page, and I'm just going to hold it up and show you. I added some of those die cut, laser cut chipboard hearts, and I also added a little linen thread bow in that little embellishment cluster. And then if we bring up this one, more of the laser cut chipboard embellishments there. And on this top cluster, I did pop up that circle die cut and the word strip, as well as add some of those laser cut things. I think I might have added a little bit more stamping somewhere in these embellishment clusters, but I just needed to add a little bit more to make it how I like it. And I like how there's a lot of white space around the outside. I'm really excited that this is complete. Thanks again for watching. and have a scrappy day.